5 seconds to go. Start. It is also with a great sense of humility, because, however great and however competent we may consider ourselves, we are small in relation to this mighty theme of building up our country and taking its millions of people forward during the next 5 years. Stop. Para. These 5 years are only some kind of a period that we fix for our convenience, because there are no isolated periods in the march of a nation. Stop. It is a continuous march. Stop. We must really think in terms of even longer periods and in terms of several 5-year plans. Stop. This is the second. Stop. Nobody thinks that at the end of this second plan we shall have been at the end of our journey. Stop. There is no journey's end. Even a nation is marching. Stop. Living out the ultimate ends, even such a goal as we envisage, the objective of a socialist pattern of society, is not going to be achieved at the end of the first 5-year plan or the second. Stop. It may require 3 or 4 5-year plan periods before we can say with some confidence that we have very largely achieved it. Stop. Para. Therefore, we must keep this large perspective in view. Stop. In planning, especially, we are apt to forget the larger perspective and lose ourselves in some particular aspect which is of importance and yet which may very well come in the way of the larger perspective. Stop. For example, take the question of regional development. Stop. We are all agreed that there should be a uniform development all over India. Stop. We are all agreed that disparities, not only as between individuals in regard to income, but as between the various areas in India, should be removed, that there should be equality of growth and opportunity all over India. Stop. But, if we start applying that principle regardless of the other objectives and perspectives, we may spoil the whole plan. Stop. We may not have very much to give to any region. Stop. Therefore, in looking at the 5-year plan, we have to think really of several 5-year plans. Stop. That is why it is becoming more and more important that we should, in addition to the period we are dealing with, have a longer perspective in view. Stop. Para. The second 5-year plan necessarily deals with what might be called material objectives. Stop. They are very important because it is on the basis of certain material achievements that we can build other achievements. Stop. The plan deals to some extent, no doubt, with the culture and like matters. Stop. Nevertheless, it confines itself chiefly to material advance. Stop. That does not mean that we attach no importance to other aspects. Stop. Para. Friends, Digital India is strongly paving for the resolve of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Stop. Digital India is connecting even those people with the system who never imagined it. Stop. I have spoken to some beneficiaries now. Stop. They were proudly sharing their experiences regarding the change in their life due to digital solutions. Stop. Para. Could street vendors imagine they would become part of the banking system and would also get easy and cheap loans from banks? Sign of interrogation. But it is becoming possible with the Swanidhi scheme. Stop. We often hear the news of disputes and insecurity related to houses and land in villages. Stop. but now drone mapping of village lands is being done under the Swamitwa scheme. Stop. Villagers are getting legal documents of their houses digitally. Stop. Crores of fellow citizens of the country are now benefiting from the platforms developed for online education and delivering medicine. Stop. Para. Friends, Digital India is playing an important role in ensuring health facilities in remote areas. Stop. Someone from Bihar just told me how E-Sanjeevani came to the rescue of his grandmother in this difficult time. Stop. Our priority is that everyone should get good and health facilities on time. Stop. An effective platform under the National Digital Health Mission is currently underway for this purpose. Stop. Para. The digital solutions developed by India during the corona period are also a topic of discussion and attraction all over the world today. Stop. One of the world's largest digital contact tracing apps, Arogya Setu, has helped a lot in preventing corona infection. Stop. Several countries are showing interest in India's COVID app for vaccination. Stop. They also want to take advantage of this scheme in their country. Stop. Having such a monitoring tool for the process of vaccination is proof of our technical proficiency. Stop. Para. Friends, we have realized how Digital India has smoothened our work style during the COVID times. Stop. Today we find somebody is working from the mountains or from the homestays developed in the villages. Stop. Imagine, what would have been the situation in the corona period had there been no digital connection? Sign of interrogation. Some people see Digital India is only for the poor. Stop. But this campaign has also changed the lives of the middle class and youth. Stop. Para. What would have happened to our millennials if there was no technology? Sign of interrogation. Their daily routine would have been greatly affected had there been no cheap smartphones, internet and data. Stop. Therefore, Digital India means opportunity for all, facility for all and participation of all. Stop. Digital India means everyone's access to the government machinery. Stop. Digital India means a transparent, non-discriminatory system and an attack on corruption. Stop. Digital India means saving time, labor and money. Stop. Digital India means faster and full profit. Digital India means minimum government, maximum governance. Stop. Para. Friends, another special feature of the Digital India campaign is that a lot of emphasis has been laid on both the scale and speed of the infrastructure. Stop. About 2.5 lakh common service centers have provided internet services in the villages of the country where it was once considered very difficult. Stop. Under the Bharat Net scheme, work is going on a mission mode to provide broadband internet to villages. Stop. Para. Under the PM Vani scheme, access points are being created across the country where broadband Wi-Fi internet can be available at a bare minimum cost. Stop. This will greatly help the young peers and the children of our poor families in accessing online education. Stop. Plans are underway to make cheap tablets and other digital devices available in the country. Stop. The facility of the PLI scheme is being extended to the electronics companies of the country and the world in this regard. Stop. Para. Friends, it is a matter of pride for every Indian that India has emerged as one of the world's leading digital economies. Stop. In the last 6 to 7 years, about rupees 17 lakh crore has been directly transferred to the bank accounts. Stop.